Hello, darlings. The Battle of Soldiers' Peak. The Battle of Soldiers' Peak is what ended the Dryden rebellion against Theirins of Ferelden, when its leader, the regional commander of the Grey, was cornered and slain in the Grey Warden fortress of Soldiers' Peak. This ended the Dryden rulership, and the Theirin bloodline secured the throne. The Grey Wardens were banished from Ferelden for 200 years. How many hundred years? Like in Tevinter ages prior, the king of Ferelden had left no heir, so fighting for the throne began. A young Theirins competed fiercely with his first cousin, Sophia Dryden, for the crown. Arland won the throne through intimidation and butchering nobles to garner support out of fear. His rival, Sophia Dryden, was imprisoned for treason, pending execution for pushing her claim. Many still supported her, and she was allowed to join the Grey Wardens instead. Greatly skilled, Sophia Dryden quickly was elevated in rank as Warden Commander of Ferelden, and she transformed the Wardens into an elite, respected, and popular order. But she remained bitter about her failed bid to the throne. Meanwhile, King Arland was perceived as cruel, even insane. He slaughtered all of Rouen and his entire family for criticizing his spending habits. Now that's extreme. Many nobles and bands turned to Dryden for assistance. Sophia Dryden set in motion plans for a rebellion, which disgusted some of her fellow wardens because it defied everything the order stood for. In protest, many wardens left Ferelden. King Arland heard of Dryden's plot and sent soldiers to lay siege to Soldiers' Peak, which was the Ferelden Grey Warden headquarters at the time. This was in 75 Storm, 1799 TE, 8204 FA, and a long and bloody battle ensued. The Warden Master Scout was slain, so the Wardens barricaded themselves within the keep. The commander of the king's forces, Athler, wanted to fight a war of attrition and starve out the remaining wardens, even if there was months' worth of supplies. Eventually, the Ferelden forces stormed the keep. The wardens fought valiantly, though they were pushed further and further back. Commander Dryden ordered her most senior mage and most ardent supporter, Avernus, to do whatever it took to push the king's men back. Avernus used blood magic to summon a tide of demons, but he failed to control them, and the demons slew both Ferelden soldiers and the Grey Wardens. Avernus fled to the tower with a small number of wardens, where he sealed himself and them in. Commander Dryden fought off all those she could before being slain in her study. After the battle, Sophia Dryden was never heard of again, nor were any of her wardens or the Ferelden soldiers who went there to Soldiers' Peak. Arland declared his triumph and exiled the Grey Wardens from Ferelden and stripped the Drydens of all lands and titles. The Order of the Grey Wardens retained a villainous reputation in Ferelden for 200 years, until King Maric Theirin permitted the Wardens back into the nation. Later on in the Dragon Age, Avernus, kept alive by blood magic, contacted Levi Dryden in dreams. The young Dryden sought help from Warden Commander Duncan, who promised he would help before the fifth blight took his life. Hence, Levi got help later from the future Hero of Ferelden. Together they traveled to Soldiers' Peak to uncover the truth about Sophia Dryden and her rebellion. They met the old Avernus and learnt about the demon infestation. The warden cleared out the fortress and strengthened the Vale, and the fortress was left under the care of Levi, where he and his brother Mikael settled at Soldier's Peak to use it to store their merchant goods. As for Avernus, his fate is left to the Hero of Ferelden to decide if he lives to continue his research or not. Who let him live? I killed him in one playthrough, let him live in another, I believe. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Like this video if you like it, subscribe to be Rosie approved, check out my book, my merch, links in the video for playlists for videos such as this one, and I'll see you all soon. Masaranas. If you're new here and you like my content, be sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon for notifications. Like it if you like it, for the like it if you like it dance. You can also follow my website, binkyproductions.com, where I post everything from all my channels. Exclusive! If you want to support me, consider buying my book, Stardust Destinies 1 Variant Facing, Magic, Dragons, Fantasy, all relevant links below. Thank you so much for your time. Your continued viewership is very much appreciated. Masaranas.